Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Joanne and this is Joanne's Diary. And guess what? I'm back with another episode. So, the last episode we talked about the first trimester. And in this episode, I'm going to be telling you all the gist that happened in the what? In the second trimester. So, first of all, you've transferred from the first trimester and now you're welcoming the what? You're welcoming the second trimester. So for the second trimester runs from 14 weeks to 27 weeks. And yeah, and for me in my own experience, as I told you, I'm not a midwife, I'm not an OBGM, and I'm not an ultrasound operator. Like, I'm just giving you my own experience. And in my own experience as a mom in the second trimester, it wasn't that bad like the way it was in the first trimester. In this trimester, things were somehow easy. Things became somehow light. The first thing I remember, the first thing that you have to know, in your second trimester, the belly will start showing, the pregnancy will start showing either from the beginning of the second trimester or at the end of the what? Of the second trimester. Trust me that what the belly will be start what to be seen. So the first thing I have to advise moms is to always invest in buying the what maternity pieces. You don't have to to have to buy like a full wardrobe and full what. No, you can have, pregnant women always have like some specific clothes. Like when you get like two dresses and they fit you, now you will be wearing only those two what? Only two dresses. So what I can tell moms, invest in your maternity outfits, because you don't have to buy many clothes, because you're going to have that body for only 9 months. So you don't have to buy too many clothes. Like, for my experience, I lost too much weight in the first trimester. So in the second trimester, I started adding like some small weight. It wasn't much, but I added some small weight, Bambi. So in the second trimester, I bought some clothes, some book clothes. It was like, I remember it was like some 2 to 3 dresses. But I wore those 3 dresses, ye ne kala nezigwamu baana mmwe. Nayambala obwo obuteteeyi obwo busatu bwokka. Only 3, you can imagine, because, they were the comfortable clothes, I got. And another thing I remember in my second trimester, another thing I remember was like the heartburn. Guys, the heartburn in the second trimester. Yeah. Now that one, the moment you eat some kinds of food, it will start. How do they explain the heartburn? You know that funny feeling you always feel when you eat some kinds of food. Now you have to avoid this. You have to avoid this because you have the fear. I was like, when I eat this, maybe this is going to happen. I remember now for me, something which I always ate and I had the heartburn was, I think it was beans. Beans during my pregnancy, it was causing heartburn. The moment I put beans in my mouth, heartburn could come. As soon as the moment that things drop in my stomach, heartburn could start showing me shege. Guys, I was saying that that the second trimester things were, yeah, I might tell you things were somehow somewhere, because it wasn't bad like the first trimester. For this second trimester, another thing I remember, I became somehow somewhere social. I came back. My normal senses started coming back. As I told you, in my first trimester, I wanted isolation. In my first trimester, I hated being around people. I wanted to be in my room alone. And even when my parents, my friends always came to see me, I didn't want to see anyone. I wanted to be in my room. But when the second trimester kicked in, I started getting friendly, Bambi. I started getting back my what? I started getting by my characters. I started getting back in my characters. I started getting back around people. I started being social around, and now people were asking, oh, so now you're changing some. I told them, yeah, now I think I'm in my senses. It's like I was in my senses the first trimester. So another thing I remember in my second trimester, I started getting the cravings, the crazy cravings which you always get while pregnant. Funny thing about pregnancy, you will crave something, and even if you eat something which somehow looks like that you're craving, the craving will not go away. Let me give you an example. When you want, like, you're craving, when your pregnancy craves for ice cream, and you want a specific type, you're craving for, like, for vanilla or for strawberry, and someone brings you ice cream but giving you like the chocolate flavor, you will eat that chocolate flavor, and the taste and the craving will not go away. Pregnancy cravings are very funny. They are very funny, and you will not get rest. Like your body will not be at rest until you eat what you're craving for. Let me give you what I craved. Let me give you an example of the things I craved for, guys. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at me, guys. I remember I craved for hard foods. Imagine someone craving for hard foods. I craved for chapatis, guys. I went as far as buying the full packet. The full packet of the what? How do they call it? The flour, like the wheat flour of baking the chapatis. I went as far as buying that one, the big one, where I don't have to go like buying one to the shop, like one small packet. I wanted to have a big box so that by the time I crave anything, I just go to the kitchen and I make them. Another thing I remember what happened in the second trimester. I started feeling the kicks. I started feeling, I was so excited. I remember in my second trimester, I remember when I got pregnant, I started asking my mom, how does it feel when you feel the baby kicks? How does it? And my mom was always like, you wait, it will come, you will feel it one day. And I remember one time, my baby kicked, and I remember I shouted. My mom came running and she was like, what's happening? Then I told her, my baby is moving. What? And I remember she just laughed at me. She was like, yeah, I told you. So it was one of those best, I remember it was one of those best those best feelings. Another thing that I remember what that happened in my second trimester was I started like, I got scared. I got scared somehow, somewhere, because, as I told you, my body changed. My body changed, and now my breasts became somehow bigger, and now that caused some insecurity. In my second trimester, my breast somehow started becoming, heavy, since it was like preparing, like, to bring milk. I started feeling somehow insecure, since I was used to my small body. Now things started changing, my body started, and somehow, but it's painful, by the way. It's painful even when you're putting on your clothes and somehow you touch. Ah, my God. It was painful. I can still vividly remember. It was painful. But as I can remember, I think those are the only things I remember in my second trimester. I didn't have any other thing that happened in my second trimester. It was my appetite started coming back. I started eating this, I started eating that. The nausea somehow stopped, the throwing up stopped, and I started now eating each and everything that came to my face. I ate this. But guess what? Even when I ate all that, the weight still added, only small kgs added. But yeah, those are the things which I experienced in my second trimester. So if you've watched this far, thank you so much. And guess what? In the next video, I'm going to be giving you more gist of what happened in the third trimester. I'm going to be giving you all the information of what happened from the 28th week, because I gave birth on the 40th week. I'll be giving you all the information from what happened from the 28th week to that time when the labor started. Now the story for the labor, to the labor room, guys. Just make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you tap that notification bell, guys. Share. As I told you, these episodes of Mom are going to be coming up each and every time, because I'm a mom, so I'm going to be giving you gifts from here and there, So if you're a mom, if you're planning to be a mom, if you're a newborn mom, and you're just navigating around motherhood, this is the right channel. This is the right channel. Be sharing this information to anyone. It could be of need to anyone, or even you who is watching. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. This is Joanne, and this is Joanne's Diary. More information is about to come up. So God bless you. Bye-bye.